It's been a long day. Did a lot of screwing. I did. Drawing a lot of holes.
Billy did a lot of screwing today. And
a lot
the
of banging
voyeur
too.
is the voyeur that I am. I was sat there and I was forced
sat there
to
and
watch
watched the whole time. Sicko.
Yeah, I watched
the whole time I was banging those. Okay, really though. I was banging wooden stakes into the ground to build a miniature little picket fence. It's so cute. Oh. Kinda like my hair.
It looks great.
It's fantastic.
And let's do the real show.
Ready? Aim. Fire! Right about there. Let me start that over.
Damn it, Dylan!
Pay attention!
Are you ready?
Let's do this! Welcome back to Uncommon Sense, everyone. The most uncommon place on the interweb. He doesn't like when I say interweb. The internet. The internet. You like my hair? It's nice, isn't it?
You got to remember, I've been around and been using it since it was the ARPANET. So
it's the internet. Do not insult the internet. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm Billy.
I'm Butch.
And we're the most uncommon hosts on the internet.
Yeah, it's for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we got a lot to cover today, but we'll do what we can.
We can do it. We can get through it real quick.
You can do it!
You can do it all night
long! First on the list, you guys, I'm going to read from my notes, so don't judge me. Okay. Alright, we have had a long list of food plant and related facilities.
Yes, we mentioned that in previous episodes.
Go up in flames in what, like a year and a half?
No, in the last 5 months.
Yeah, but there's been about a year and a half total.
Right.
Most of them being in the last 6-7 months.
Yes.
Okay. We've mentioned this before. We never really got enough together to do a full-length piece on it. However, really graceful. You can look her channel up on YouTube, and she has a full timeline video of all the events. And then she compares it to, I think it was 2019 or 2018.
Right.
The number of fires, food plant fires that year compared to even just up to date in 2022. But anyway, Oregon is home to 2 of them, which is weird.
Yeah.
I think
very weird.
There's one other state that was also home to 2 facilities, but I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, so the first one, and something I pointed out a minute ago, is it's strange we can't find any follow-up articles on any of these that we looked up. They're all from the time of the incident. So we're just going to go over one for each. This one's from Newsweek.
7 injured in explosion as fire engulfs food plant. Smoke visible for miles.
Multiple workers are hospitalized following an explosion at a food processing facility that has nearby residents on alert for possible evacuation. Mind you, this was back in February of 2022. February 22nd of 2022.
Just kind of coincidence, right?
Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
2/22/22.
Yep.
The explosion occurred Tuesday evening at Shearer's Foods in Hermiston, a city in agriculturally rich eastern Oregon. No deaths have been reported from the blast, but the extent of the damage of the plant and its future were not clear. City officials are concerned what the fire could mean for the community and local economy. Medical and fire units, as well as law enforcement from multiple jurisdictions, arrived at the facility after employees called 911 to report possible injuries from a boiler explosion, according to the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office.
Now, it's funny that it was a boiler explosion.
Yeah.
And how long?
That's a big.
Wow, how long's the plant been operating?
Yeah.
You know, for years.
Years.
And it's, never had a problem before. So what happened? What's different this time? Let's get into what happened. And nobody wants to mention that. They just want to say that it did happen.
So this specific facility was established in 2010. So it's been working for 12 years with no problem, and with proper maintenance, something like this should never happen.
Exactly.
That's a lot of smoke. That's dark smoke,
Yeah,
too.
that's dark smoke.
So
yeah, it shouldn't have happened.
strange.
Right?
thing.
They're reporting on what happened. We want to know how it happened.
How? Why?
Why would be a good one.
Did anybody see anything strange? Did they hear anything strange? Was the
Did
boiler
they
acting up? Like, there's no details.
Was there any kind of failure, equipment failure that would cause the boiler to overheat and to explode?
And like we said, there's no follow-up articles.
No.
All the articles we found were around the time that it happened. Within that week.
Right. They
Most
say
of them within
what
the first couple
happened,
days.
but again, how did it happen?
And this is what really bugs me about today's journalists. They never follow up.
No.
That used to be the point of journalism. You
Right.
find a story, a good story, important story that the public needs to know.
Right. No
The
slant,
point
no
is
political
to
slant. The
inform.
story, the true story, the absolute facts of it, document everything, and leave it up to the reader to make up their mind.
Well, and the point being to inform, you have to follow up. If you don't know
Yes.
all the details in the first story, in the first article,
Right.
people want to know what happened.
Yeah.
What was the final conclusion?
Right.
Do you ever watch an episode of CSI and not want to know how it ended? I'm just saying, you guys, you want to know who the bad guy was, right?
That's like we're watching the first 15 minutes of CSI
Yeah, getting
And
all the
then
good, gritty details.
and then changing the channel.
Yeah, and then forgetting to go back, and you're like, later on, you're like, shit, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to wait till, back in the day, I have to wait till it comes out on DVD.
Get it at
No such thing
Blockbuster.
as Netflix. Yeah. Hold to rent it at Blockbuster or pirate it. Oh, God, pirates.
Oh, what was that site? Napster.
Yeah. Oh, you remember BearShare?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I got my music. Oh. Just kidding. On to the next article. Indeed. Okay, here we have Columbia Gorge News.
Fire destroys Azure Standard headquarter facility.
April 19th, 2022. So not very long after the other one.
No.
And almost to date, too. That's weird.
Almost 2 months to the day. Yeah.
3 days from being... It was 2/22,
Right.
2022.
And this is April
19th.
19th. Ooh, yeah.
So 3 days shy.
Oh,
A little weird.
nowhere.
Alright, so look at this thing. It's like
All right.
gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it took out the whole headquarters facility.
Literally the entire...
Remarkably, the industrial complex part of it, where they process a lot of the foods and get it boxed up and prepared and shipped out and everything.
Yeah,
That's
this is a
still
lot
all
of the...
intact. It's just the headquarters.
So in losing this one, they didn't lose all that much.
No.
Which is also kind of interesting if none of this is a coincidence. If these are all connected somehow. Not that I'm saying that they are.
Right.
Just
What if?
speculation. It's a what if scenario. But that would be interesting. If they are all connected, it doesn't stop them from doing that much.
Right.
So what does it really do? It hinders the community.
Yes, it does.
See what I mean?
It hurts the community. It
Mhm.
hurts the economy. It hurts the
How many
family.
people lost their jobs with this one?
Right.
There was 400
exactly.
or so
Over
with the other one.
Yeah, roughly 400. At the
This one doesn't
Hermiston.
say, or this one doesn't say how many workers approximately, but yeah. The headquarters of Azure Standard, the nation's premier independent distributor of organic and healthy food, was destroyed by fire overnight. There were no injuries. The cause of the fire is unknown and under investigation. The loss of the facility and the impact on company-wide operations is being assessed and is expected to be limited and temporary. No other Azure Standard facilities were affected. The founder said that he believes it would be short-term, even though the building was a total loss. Most importantly, we are grateful no one was injured. Let's see. We expect the impact to be short-term, limited in scope, and manageable.
Yeah, I just wonder what kind of paperwork was lost at the headquarters building.
Yeah.
I mean...
So that it destroyed the automated liquid pour facility, fruit packaging facility, and carob product facilities. So it will hinder those specific things.
Right.
But not much of anything else. And the fruit isn't even in season yet. So...
Right. So it's not going to stop or slow down much.
No.
So how... Alright, first we have a boiler explosion.
Yeah.
Then we have a fire that breaks out in a headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the processing plant. Not in the plant itself, but the headquarters.
Yeah. Oh, and that first one... Let me see. Let me bring this back up real quick. Because that first one, it said... Yeah, Smith told the Herald that the plant is one of the largest employers in the area. He said the plant supplies much of the western U.S. with potato chips, corn chips, and is the only West Coast location of Shearer's Foods' 12 facilities.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But they have 12 other facilities, you know.
You know, we have questions.
If they are connected,
right.
What's really the big loss
there? The job.
In just losing the one.
The jobs.
It's really the jobs that the people have.
Right.
And if these are connected, why did two of them happen in Oregon? What do y'all got against Oregon? We're hard workers, man.
You know.
Come on, man. This state was founded on agriculture and logging.
Yeah.
We're hard freaking workers.
Yes,
it's
we
in
are.
our blood. The ones that are actually from here. I don't know about some of the... Anyway.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Supervisor. I'm just kidding.
No, but we have questions. I know you guys have questions out there. We want to know how it happened, why it happened, who's behind it, who's investigating it, what's the follow-up to it. We're going to do our own resources, our own study, and we're going to look into this ourselves.
Yeah, if we can find anything else on it, we will let you. We will keep you guys updated as much as we can.
We'll keep you updated. We'll keep you posted as to what's going on.
And we're really going with it with what we said about focusing more on Oregon. I mean, this is where we're from.
Right.
Everybody else talks about everywhere else. You know,
right.
The big story of the day.
Yeah.
You know, but how many stories of the day are there that no one's talking about?
Right.
Okay, like the last one we covered about that lawsuit up in Salem.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much everybody that has watched it is surprised to hear that
it was actually going on because there's basically no mention of it anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And here we got Tina Kotek. She's the nominee.
Yeah.
For Democratic governor.
But she's one of the ones that have a criminal, or
in fact,
not criminal.
When they listed them,
a complaint against her.
When they listed them, wasn't she the first one?
She was one of the first ones on the list.
First or second on the list.
Yep.
And Val Hoyle was on there too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there going to be another? Because they're with a certain political party, they can get away with whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And people will let it slide because they don't want the other political party. Well, you know what? I don't want either political party. You know?
No, not really.
Both political parties can shove it up your... And I don't
care what party they are under. I want an American.
I want
someone that's for this country and for my state.
I want someone who's for my state, for my we'll start off small. For my county.
Yes.
For my city.
Exactly.
for my state, for my region,
Yep.
for my country. I took an oath a long time ago. That oath still stands true today.
Mm-hmm.
And I will defend the Constitution and
You
the
know,
United States of America.
And this whole
till my
vaccine
dying
thing
breath.
is a good way for them to weed out the good soldiers like you.
Right.
Because a good soldier like you wouldn't be okay with a mandate of such things.
Oh no.
Because it's unconstitutional.
Right.
And if you're not okay with that, you're not okay with any other unconstitutional thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means they don't want you anyways. Because you won't follow orders.
No, I won't follow orders. I won't.
You won't Nazi right along with the rest of them.
I will not follow
Nope.
any particular party.
He won't heil anybody.
I will fight to my dying breath for the United States of America and to the republic
For which it stands, one
which is
nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Blessed be America. Anyway, so that really covers the food plant stuff for now,
Right.
until we get, hopefully, some more information on it. But my question is, what do you guys think about this? Do you think it's all just kind of a weird coincidence and no big deal, we can move on with our lives? Or is there something stranger going on here?
I think there's something a little stranger going on.
Should we be concerned?
Yes, we should. Because this is... For anyone who's ever played a board game, have you ever played the game Risk?
Oh, I love Risk. I'm good at that game.
You're good at the
I was
game,
good at
right?
Risk, yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
See now...
That's a strategy game, by the way, for those of you who don't know what Risk is.
Right. It's a global strategy
Yeah.
game.
It's like global chess.
Yes.
It is, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's a
Very
global
much is.
chess board game. Oh, I loved it.
Anyway,
It's way better than
our
Battleship.
lives are just nothing more than risk pieces.
Mm-hmm.
We are game pieces on a game of risk
Yep.
played by those who have power beyond measure.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
we've
they
related
don't-
it to chess before, too.
Right.
Risk
And
is also another...
They don't care.
Good
They don't
example.
care about us.
Nope. Oh, wasn't there somebody that sang a song like that? They don't really care about us. Things that make you go, And just remind you guys, the link for Really Graceful's video will be in the description if you want to look at the whole timeline for the multiple food or food-related facilities, because she talks about a fertilizer plant and a distributing place that I won't mention at this time.
Right. What you've heard us talk about before is how an airplane managed to crash into one of these food processing plants.
Mm-hmm. And nobody survived either, which is
Nobody
really sad.
survived, yeah. So,
I don't
it
know,
just
there's
makes you
just
wonder.
something kind of, what's that word, Clinton?
Ah,
Kind of written
Clinton-esque.
all over this, yeah.
Clinton-esque.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
watching.
Thank you for joining us on Uncommon Sense today. If you like this video, please leave us a like down below. And while you're down there, please subscribe to get notified anytime we throw down a new video. Leave a comment to answer any questions that we had today. And if you have any more links that you would like us to refer to, maybe you have more information that we can learn from, we're all here to share information together. And that's the whole point of this channel. Don't forget to question everything and stay uncommon.
America. Fuck yeah.
America! Fuck yeah!